Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Ask Jez Xbox. This is a show where I take your questions on Twitter and on YouTube and across the social media sphere and turn them into a video with myself as a cartoon because I'm not attractive enough for video. So, without further ado, here are this week's awesome questions. And the first question is from Fred Mazik, who asks, can you talk about the speed of in-game loading, i.e. fast travel on the Xbox Series X? Yes, this is something I can talk about because we've been testing it extensively on our Xbox Series X unit. Watch Dogs Legions, for example, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla are very quick when it comes to fast traveling between locations. We're talking from dozens of seconds all the way down to like 4 to 5 seconds to move from one side of the map all the way over to the other. However, interestingly, older games with perhaps simpler textures like The Witcher 3 are even faster, and in fact, The Witcher 3 loads so fast in quick travel that it actually breaks the game, and the loading screen doesn't properly fire because it's near instantaneous. The next question comes from Trimmy Hedges, who says, do the rechargeable battery packs on the Xbox One controllers work for the new Series S and X controllers, whether official or aftermarket? Unfortunately, this is a bit of a yes and no answer. If you have batteries that work internally with the official battery door, they should still work. However, if you have an aftermarket battery that sort of has its own battery door, the battery door on the Xbox Series S and X controller is actually a slightly different size and shape. So some of the aftermarket battery doors that I have aren't compatible with the new controllers. So you're gonna have to check with the manufacturers to see if they will still work, but I think chances are they probably won't. The next question comes from Johan, who asks, can you disable quick resume, and if so, does it increase the base storage capacity of the console? Well, the quick answer is no, you can't disable quick resume as of recording. However, Microsoft may offer this feature down the line. But either way, quick resume doesn't necessarily take up storage space because it will always prioritize installing games over using quick resume. I don't know what happens if you fully fill up the SSD, if that disables quick resume or not. That's something we'll probably test in the future. The next question is from Yagar Tharn, who asks, how many animated backgrounds are available? Well, unfortunately, we can't look at that right now. Or can we? Thanks to some trickery, we actually were able to get an early look at the animated backgrounds. And I don't think we're under embargo for this because the review embargo is lifted. So I'm going to go with that. Here's a quick look at some of the animated backgrounds, which I'm not sure we're allowed to show. So you should take these as a work in progress. And there might be more available at launch. There might be less available at launch. And surely enough, Microsoft will add far more as we move forward. These, I do believe, are exclusive to the Xbox Series S and the Series X, and they won't be coming to the Xbox One consoles. Next question is from Friendly Aaron, who asks, can you turn off Auto HDR without turning off HDR altogether? Well, the easy answer to that one is, yes, you can. And here's how. The next question is from SMW, who asks, do you get a warning if a game is leaving the quick resume function due to too many games being opened? Unfortunately, the answer to that is no, and it is something I complained about in my full Xbox Series X review, the link to which you can read in the description. Unfortunately, as of recording, there is no way to control quick resume whatsoever. Any game that is in quick resume will have a little inverted arrows symbol in your games and apps library, which is the only indicator that a game is actually running in quick resume. This makes it a little bit unreliable because you can actually think, oh, I don't need to save my game right now, I'll just leave it in quick resume, and then boom, your game gets kicked out of quick resume and you haven't saved it. So you still have to have that mentality of, oh, I need to save my game before I stop playing. I do know that Microsoft is exploring ways to improve upon and expand the quick resume feature down the line, but as of right now, it's just something that sort of happens in the background. When it's there and it works, great. But sometimes it's like, oh, my game's not in quick resume anymore and I expected it to be. So it's a little bit inconsistent right now, and it's something that I really hope they do improve down the line. Next question is from Alex87UK, who says, will Xbox ever allow third-party extended storage, or will we always have to use the drives that we swap at the back of the console? Well, technically, the drives that we swap at the back of the console actually are third-party storage. They're based on the CF Express standard. Right now, the drives are manufactured by Seagate, and Microsoft has already confirmed that other storage solution manufacturers will be bringing other solutions to market. I think the future is that there will be competing solutions in the market, the prices will come down and all that sort of stuff. But if you're asking about USB storage, it just isn't fast enough for what they're trying to do with next-gen systems. And our final question of the week comes from this week's Trend, who asks, any update to Upload Studio or the ability to edit clips and screenshots? I have a lot of issues trimming game clips on my One X. It gets to like 75% done and then hangs until it fails. Actually, unfortunately, no, there is no update to Upload Studio, and there is no update to the way trimming and all that sort of stuff works. I personally have had a few issues, even on the Series X, when it comes to trimming game clips and stuff like that. I think it's something that's a lower priority for Microsoft right now. Clearly it is, from the way that it hasn't been updated for a million years. Hopefully they do have a plan for it, because sharing game clips is obviously like, it's part of the gaming experience now. You know, making your memes, making your videos, uploading them to YouTube and editing them together and all that sort of stuff, sharing on social media. That is a big part of gaming culture right now, but it feels like it's still such a really low priority for Microsoft, and I really do hope that changes in the future. That's all we got time for this week's Ask Jez Xbox. Thanks to everyone who submitted questions. If you want to get your question answered, use the hashtag AskJezXbox on Twitter or on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who supports us financially by hitting that join button or buys merchandise from us. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We've got way more content to come. That's it for this week's Ask Jez Xbox. Keep it gaming, guys.